Hey everyone, Egman here with another video, and today we've got something a little bit different. Earlier this week, Master Duel just dropped out of nowhere, and it's a full-fledged online card game client, which is super cool for Yu-Gi-Oh! Normally I play more Digimon and Dragon Ball Super, but I did play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, and even after I quit in 2012, around the area of like spell books and Dragon Rulers, I ended up kind of keeping track of still kind of how the game works. I know how pendulum summoning works. I know how link summoning works and everything. I don't know all the archetypes, but I do know the mechanics of the game and everything. And so it's been a lot of fun, honestly, just playing it again and trying it out. So today I want to just make a quick kind of video going over some like crafting basics for making new cards, kind of how to use like your gems efficiently and how to get the cards you want, including kind of like the ultra rares you kind of want to go to first. There's kind of compared to like something like Dragon Ball Super and like Digimon, most of the staple cards are based on kind of what color you're using. But in this game, there's a good amount that you just want, regardless of what your deck is playing, more or less. So we're going to look at those cards in particular, let you know which ones to kind of do. And in the very, very least, do not disenchant these if you end up picking these even in packs that you don't want them. So, but real quick, I do want to go to the decks right here. So I do have them kind of right over here. Yeah, so the kind of idea for this is that, one, there is a crafting system in this game where you can craft different, or you can craft cards of the same rarity of the dust that you make for it. So if I have, for example, some extra ultra rares that I don't need anymore, I can craft them for 10 dust, and then I can use that dust to go into it's a 3-to-1, which is fair. Additionally, if I have something like a foil or a glossy version, it becomes 15. And if I have something that is, I don't think I have like the prismatic rares for ultras, but I definitely do have some, I think, for the super rares. So I could just enchant one of my super rare ones. And for example, this chain hole, I could get rid of this. And it just makes it a full version. It's 30 dust, so you can make any of the prismatic into anything. So that's kind of nice, especially if you don't care too much about the foil and just care about running the cards itself. Being able to kind of have this option tree for more dust and more cards is very, very good. But in general, I think that there are some pretty good basic kind of stuff. And we're going to go to the shop in a second to kind of talk about how to get the most kind of bang for your gems. But I feel like these ones in particular are the ones I'm still honestly working on my own. And honestly, I don't know how much money / what the long play for me is going to be with this new card game, because it is new and I don't necessarily play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. But I do enjoy having an online client like this one. It's been a lot of fun. So I think the first one, everyone should have Ash. Everyone should have at least 2 Ash. You can get one for free by using the in-game bundles. And the nice thing about the in-game bundles, unlike other card games that I've noticed, is that you have to spend money on those, but you can just spend in-game currency for these bundles, which is fantastic for it. Anything that's in the store is just with the in-game currency, which most games card games have like some stuff that's restricted to just hard cash payments. And so being able to do this, I think is really, really nice. So Ash Blossom is just such a good card for what you're doing. You've probably heard this already. Everyone's telling you to make this card, so just do it. And something else you should kind of consider for this too is that with how this game works, and we really just have like these giant packs that can have literally almost any card in the game. If you open enough packs, eventually you will open every card in the game, right? And if you eventually open enough packs, you'll get more Ash Blossom. So if you're playing kind of like the more of the long-term game, for most of these cards, I wouldn't craft more than 2. And because you are always able to try to get more of these cards, whenever you're opening packs, you always have a chance for it. Unless it's something that you really, really need, I think you're fine. And especially since it's the beginning of this game right now, I think the idea of it is, you will have more and more chances to get this. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like another Ash Blossom kind of like bundle eventually. So that could help you out later. So I wouldn't be too greedy on some of these staples. I would maybe make 1 or 2 and just enough to get there. And there's not, it's more math, but there's not like a huge difference between 2 and 3 for a lot of these 2. And you can get rid of this. A lot of people, unless they just spent $1,000, aren't going to have like, max power decks, I think, right now. So I think that's something you can kind of play around. And if you want to play the long game with this, I think it can really benefit you for what you're doing. So I think Ash Blossom's definitely one. Nibiru is one as well. This is just fantastic. And people aren't respecting this card, especially since I think a lot of people, at least like in this first week, don't know this card exists. And so they're just being willy-nilly and playing around it, and not playing around it, and they can just win you the game on the spot. Something also that's interesting is that this game, at least for me, I'm in North America, and the ban lists for North America and Japan are completely different. For example, Call by the Grave is only for 1 in TCG, but for OCG it is at 2. So this is something to consider. And we don't, as of today, as of mid-January, we don't know what their formats are going to be. If they're going to make North America go to TCG format, if you're going to be able to choose which format you're playing in. We don't know right now, so that's something to consider. I don't know how they're going to do cards that are going to get banned or anything else. Like right now, any card that's banned, I don't think you can find in any of the packs. You're not able to do that, so I don't know if they will just like refund you your dust for cards that are banned or something. I know that's something that Hearthstone does, but right now we don't know how that works. So I'm being more on the cautious side. I did have 2 Call by the Grave because I just feel like this card is incredibly important, but I haven't made any Max C and or I haven't pulled any yet. And strictly because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're in OCG format right now, and then they'll make the TCG format, and then that's 90 ultra rare dust that I don't have anymore, right? So I would say Max C, yes, is fantastic. It's a fantastic card for the game, and it can help you in so many situations, but you have to be careful on, we don't know exactly what's happening with it yet, and so just don't just spend all the dust on here and then I don't know. I don't want people to spend dust and then not get refunded or something bad like that happens. So it's up in the air. So just be a little cautious on that. But if you pull it, run it for sure. But that's something I'm a little bit cautious on crafting myself at the moment. The next card I'd say, so any other cards that I have built right now, I'd say are the ones you really, really want. So Infinite Imperm, also great. It's another hand trap, being able to stop monster effects for what you're doing, and also can stop like spell effects too. It's just really flexible for what it is, and is fantastic. Nibiru, we already talked about. And so from there, I think like Foolish Burial, I think is probably the next card I want to talk about. This is good for like so many decks just care about putting cards into their drop area or into their graveyard. Sorry. And so I think this is a good craft. You only can run one for what you're doing. Lightning Storm, you can also get in the bundles. So I bought both the Solemn Judgment and the Lightning Storm bundles, so that helped me out a lot for these. I also just pulled one of these Lightning Storms, so I have 2 now. But I think these are good. I don't know if Solemn Judgment's as good, but Lightning Storm I think is a fantastic card, especially if you're playing a deck that is kind of focusing on going second. And it's from there. So the next card I'd want to kind of get is Forbidden Droplets, and something to really help you out for getting some of these staple cards is that if you go to the card, so like this Nibiru, right, you can say how to obtain. Boom. We know that comes from the Master Pack. We also know it comes from this pack here. So we'll go to the store, and it will show this pack. We'll see featured cards, and so we have only 4 ultra rares. Now I will say, worms are not great. They're not a fantastic archetype, but they are being able to get this Nibiru is good. And pretty much how these secret packs work is that you have half the pack is just like traditional cards, the entire card set, and the other 4 are just cards from like this included in this pack kind of thing. Well, kind of like the feature cards. Sorry, the feature cards for this. So all of these are what you can expect to get from the half of the pack, and kind of go from there. So Nibiru being good, meaning that if you're the featured part of the pack gets an ultra rare, you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the Nibiru. So that's kind of nice. For even though the rest of these ultra rares are not, I would say, particularly good for what you're doing, but the Nibiru is fantastic. So that's something to consider. And then also, so let's just kind of go to the shop right now, actually. So first, once again, these bundles are great for what you're doing. You definitely want to get the Ash one. You need it. You need at least one, so get one for free. Dual Pass, real quick, if you want to see what it's worth. It's 600 dust to do it, but if you commit to doing the entire thing, you get your entire thing back, and then you essentially get three free super rares, 3 free ultra rares, and then some additional cosmetic stuff. So if you can play the long game, then you can get free cards. So I think that's worth it. It's 70 days. I think they have it for like 2 months. So as long as you just keep playing this game, it should be pretty easy to do that, and get your money back and also get some free cards for your effort. But then also if we go to the packs, so we do have like these secret packs, and you're able to kind of get their effects off. So, but let's say we have one that we don't have a secret pack unlocked for what we want. For example, I want to get that forbidden droplets, right? So if we go back here to the deck, and we go here, this is where all these are all the cards we were talking about earlier. Let's say, so I want this forbidden droplets, right? And I can, if I look at this, how to obtain, it says that it's currently locked, but I can get in this deceitful wings of darkness, right? So if we do craft this right here, so I'm going to generate it, you will get some keys to unlock it. And pretty much what this means is that if you pull cards from some of these secret packs, you unlock these secret packs for 24 hours. So we're going to generate this here. We get the non-foil, and then we get this key, right? So we do have the key, and that means we get this pack unlocked, and we get a free pull. So I believe the super rares will just unlock the pack for 24 hours, and then if you craft an ultra rare, you'll get a free pack of the secret pack. So we're going to open it up right now. We probably won't get anything good, but we'll see. Yeah, probably nothing good. But yeah, and you'll see here though, real quick. Oh, something. All right, Forbidden Lance. Actually, a not terrible card either. So we are able to get some cards, and then we get an unlock pack. So, which means that we unlocked Deceitful Wings of Darkness because we pulled a super rare from that secret pack, which means nothing because we already had it unlocked. But anyways, that's kind of how that works shortly. And then, so once again, if you're crafting ultra rares, you do get benefited by also getting the pack that it comes with unlocked, as well as some free cards from a free, the pack you get from it. But that's kind of like the basics for that. So make sure that if there are cards that you want built, you want to kind of have decks built for you. You see that their secret packs exist, and then you can proc these secret lists or secret packs by doing the crafting of one of the cards you need. It can even just be a super rare, and then you can unlock it, and then you can try doing that. So I think that's really helpful, and it can help you out. And that's kind of it. There are some like generic, I would say like extra cards, and I can't recommend these as much just because I'm still trying to get back into this game. And I know extra deck cards are kind of more consistent for what kind of decks you're playing. But if you're playing a deck with Exceeds, you definitely play Zeus. This card's great. If you're playing a card with tuners, you definitely play Kriston Helki Fibrax. And then Appaloosa is just a good like Omni Negate for, or not Omni Negate, but just a good negate for generic materials. So as long as you have 2 or plus monsters with different names, you should be good. And then Access Code Talker is good for any deck that makes more links. And the good thing about the extra decks too is that extra deck staples, there are a lot of them that are just generic, dependent, like not really only for one archetype. So you're able to put them around to other decks. So your extra deck's only 15 cards in this game. And but a lot of good extra deck cards are very generic, and so yes, you have to make an ultra rare version of it, but after that, you're able to kind of keep this for the long term. So I really think like upfront first, I would say like the gems are a little bit more generous than I was expecting for a lot of this, and the crafting system, especially going from Duel Links. Duel Links doesn't have a very good crafting system, and really besides just pulling gems and buying packs, you don't really have a good way of getting the cards you need. But I really appreciate how flexible this card game is on how to get cards. How many cards are in this game on launch is amazing, and with all the interaction, which is great, and just how flexible, once again, you are able to get your cards and stuff. So hopefully this offered a little bit of insight for you. If you have any more questions about how this game works or how to get some more value, let me know. We didn't talk about any super rares either. That's probably the next video if I make one. So if you want to know about super rares to build, let me know and I'll kind of go over it. But once again, I hope this offered some help for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them too. Because I know, once again, free-to-play games or like gacha games are always a little bit tricky to how to spend your resources the most. So I want to help you do that, and just I don't know. It's since you're playing with real money, you want to make sure that you don't like just waste your money on something that doesn't work out, kind of thing. So I know that kind of feels bad. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more Yu-Gi-Oh content, let me know. I will be streaming this on my Twitch as well. I've been doing some gameplay streams of this, so make sure to check those out, and that'll be it. So once again, thank you, and I'll catch you all next time.
Damn it.